It's the year 1938. The spectre of conflict looms over Europe as the Austrian Empire tightens its grip on Bohemia, a region that has endured subjugation since 1806. Despite marginal autonomy being granted after the victory in the First World War, the Czechs desire complete independence. Down in Hungarian-occupied Slovakia, their ethnic brothers have the same idea. Resistance explodes on the 6th of August and Czechoslovakia emerges as a force against Austria, Hungary and Galicia.
Czechoslovakia will be again a free and independent state in a new and free Europe.
As the revolution rages, another challenge emerges. German Bohemians, loyal to Austria, revolt against the occupied Czechs, advancing swiftly towards Prague. How can Czechoslovakia survive this counter-revolution? And most imperatively, what lies beyond the revolution? Hi, I'm Colonel Cam, and welcome to 11 years as Bohemia in Kaiserredux. Hello guys, and welcome to another video where I play and form Czechoslovakia, and maybe do a little bit more than that. Anyway, really quickly before we get into the video, please like and subscribe. A lot of time and effort goes into these videos, and I'd really appreciate it if you just did one of those things. Okay, I am playing Bohemia, as you can see. Look at this, Prague and all that. We're going to liberate Slovakia from Hungary. That's the plan. So we got this man in charge, TG something. I'm not reading all that. Constituent of the Austrian Empire. No debuffs or buffs, it's just telling us that, okay, that's good. German-Czech Division. Charles University, that's good. Skoda Works, as it is in Hoi 4. Look at the absolutely based industrial company. The factory output. Look at all these resources, man. Absolutely good. Rule separation and legacy of the coronation of the Kaiser. I don't know what's going on here. Y'all can read all this. I ain't reading it. It's not worth it. We are an autonomous puppet of, I'm assuming, Austria. Let me double check. Yes, we are an autonomous puppet of Austria. We need to get out of that, alright? Look how big the focus... Look at the focus tree for... Bro. This is all my days. I don't even know where to begin. Well, I do know where to begin. There is only one spot I can actually focus. I can complete. There's only one place I can do a focus, which is the castle into 1936. If you thought that was a lot of reading, wait till you see what's about to come up on my screen. There is such a big wall of text that doesn't even fit on the screen. Oh my gosh, you guys want to read all this? You guys can read it. I'm not doing that. These are the land. I'm gonna read it, but I'm not gonna include it in the video. It's too long. I got halfway through and then I was like, nah, screw this. I'm not reading it. How are we going on equipment? We're only down like 43 artillery. You know what? This is a decent start. I'm not gonna lie. We're actually doing pretty well here. We're not terribly in equipment deficit. We have an army of almost 100,000 men. Right, and the divisions aren't terrible. I mean, this is a division, right? For a starting division, I ain't complaining. I've got a few mods on, player-led peace conferences, night 24/7 because it looks good, FPS map, and obviously Kaiserredux. So those are the mods I've got. I don't mind them. This is a pretty good combination of mods. You know, it looks clean. The game runs at an acceptable rate, right? It runs at an acceptable rate, and when you play mods in Hearts of 4, you couldn't ask for much more. Anyway, Black Monday hit us, and of course it was extremely devastating. And in another country, Russia did something very historical. Revolution in Russia. Wow, that was quick. That's literally April 1936. Russia has already gone back to socialism. I was very confused about what direction I was going to go with Czechoslovakia. I knew I wanted to form it, but I didn't know where I was going to go from there, whether I was going to be syndicalist or national populist or just be normal. And I tried looking at the path guides and it did not help. I was looking at the path guides, that does not help. None of this helps. I don't even know what any of this means. How do I get Czechoslovakia? To become free, take the declaration on Wenceslas Square. Take focus Bohemian Revolution. Either take Vienna or wait a few months. Remember that revolution in Russia? Well, now that's just a full-fledged civil war. They've got every ideology going on in there. I don't know what's going to come out on top. And look at Trans-Samur, man. They've taken like half of Siberia. Like, I didn't even know you could do that. I got to play this country, man. It'd be so crazy. The death of our leader. We have a new... Okay, he died. Elections so soon. Look at this, man. Stability negative 15%. We got Benesh coming in. Oh, and then we'd completed a focus, which is this one. So now, I'm guessing we're going to get another event, maybe an election, that'll choose us those focuses. What is going on? We have a People's Revolutionary Army now in Transamur. So are they going to support the Socialist Republic? Or how is that going to work? Are they going to unify? Man, this is crazy. What if these guys lose? These guys lose. Bro, this is wild. Far Eastern People's Republic has joined the 4th International. So they've changed their name to the... They have joined the war, and now they are in the 4th International with the Russian Socialist Republic. This is just crazy, man. Oh my gosh. Before the election, I had to decide on a bunch of candidates for the party. So the Social Democrats and like the candidates for the Paternal Autocrats. Wait, no, that's not a thing. They're not democracy. Basically, all the different candidates for the parties, and then I could finally do my election. So there are 5. Now, I'm just going to look through all the focus trees real quick. So I think the 5 correlates to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5% authoritarian democracy. Okay, so that takes us down to this one. Perfect. Victory for the National Democrats start. We get a 5% closer to revolt, stability, political power, and authoritarian democracy. There he is. Oh, that's that guy. I've seen him before. I chose the National Democrats because they seem to have the highest revolt percentage, and I just want to leave Austria as soon as possible. I'm sick of being an Austrian puppet already. It's not even been a year. Anyway, I have a very controversial opinion about this game, alright? Prepare yourself. Put your seatbelts in because what you're about to hear might shock you. I'm building mills early. I think it's appropriate to do it in this situation. Everyone always says, you need to build civs, you need to build civs. No, you don't. No, you don't. You get civs from conquering. People say, no, you get mills from conquering. No, you get civilian factories from conquering. Just build mills straight away, outproduce everyone, and take all their stuff. It's that simple. You don't need to be producing, you don't need a civ greed, and then you build, and then you end up with so many civs, and it's so annoying because you have to go, I have to build something, and it's like, bro, I don't want to build anything. There's nothing to build, but you've just got this big pile of this big lineup of civilian factories, 15, 15, 15, and you got nothing to build. Whereas if you just build military factories, and it's like, okay, at least I've got a bunch of stuff to produce, and if I do need civs, then I can build some later. It's controversial, but don't civ greed. Build civs in like the first year, and that's it. Build mills. I promise you, if you have the resources for it, but if you don't, then build civs, okay, be reasonable. But like, I've got so much steel and I can produce more. Why would I be building civilian factories past the first year? There you go, there it is. You can't change my mind. Build military factories first and early if you have the resources and if you have the manpower to put the resources with. If you've got both of those things, then build as many mills as you can because it will do you so much good early game. So much green, man. Modify Black Monday. Okay, we're getting rid of Black Monday. That is good. Good start. If you hadn't already noticed, Austria has turned into the Templatic Order of the Austro-Aryans, or National Populist Austria, which is very interesting, and that means that they are going into a civil war. Yes, which is great for me, right? No complaints. And they tried calling us in, but I wasn't having it. I want Austria to get beat up, or beat up itself as much as possible. You know, I was considering playing America, and then I took one look at the path guides, and I was like, nah, I'm alright. Nah, it's okay. Another time. I was taking my army pretty seriously. We've got 4 research slots, meaning that we're not like some minor power. No, we're a pretty regional power, and especially if we uprise with the Slovakian side of Czechoslovakia, we're pretty powerful. Being serious, right? We're getting all the equipment. We've got 4 research slots, all right? We're not some minor nation. We're a regional power, or we're going to be when we unite Slovakia into our federation, all right? Is it a federation? What do you even call it? It's just into our Czechoslovak country. Right. However, I wasn't the only country inside of the Austro-Hungarian Empire thinking of starting an uprising. You know, Illyria down the south there are looking pretty rebellious too. In fact, they do the uprising before me, and now they're at war with Galicia, Austria, and Hungary, so I guess that takes the pressure off me for a bit. I was gonna stop recording and have a break, but I'm too invested, alright? I've come this far, man, tonight. I need to keep going. I think at this point, it's like 11 PM for me, and considering the Bohemian Uprising is going to happen this year, this one took a lot longer. I'm pretty sure I was playing until like 12, past midnight. Perfect. Bohemia is prepared. We have done it! Against the anger of Vienna, the destruction of our economy, and the undermining of our rule by subversive elements, we have forged ahead. Now we stand in a proud Czech state, safe and free of any ills, and ready for its next and greatest test, throwing off the shackles of Vienna, remove rural separation, modify Black Monday even more, political power, stability, war support. Let's go. That's a good thing about having multi-role, if you have fighters that can do close air support and air superiority, because you can chuck them on air superiority, shoot down all of their fighters, and then chuck 3/4 of them to go on close air support. But I mean, these will be a lot less efficient than pure fighters. So I guess you have to like just produce an overwhelming amount of them. I was ready to do that focus mentioned in the path guides, demonstration on Wenceslas Square, because it says we need to do that to become free. So I did it, and well, we're going towards the Bohemian Revolution. We just have like 3 more focuses. On Wenceslas Square. Austria cares not for Bohemia. The Kaiser only seeks to dominate us and exploit us for his own gain. If we are to gain anything, we must take it. 5% closer to revolts, war support, modify legacy of coronation, attack and defense on core territory, bunch of division bonuses, gets event assembly of something. Here we go. Oh, these guys joined the Reichspakt. Look how strong the Reichspakt is. They've got even Karelia. I would rather do Czechoslovakianism redeemed. I want to do Czechoslovakia. So we'll do this now. The Austrian brute has seemingly crushed the dream of free Czechoslovakia. However, the embers of the video... Bro, what? I just said video. For all of you saying that I can't read and I'm illiterate and I can't pronounce anything correctly, you'd be right, okay? Because I stay up so late when I make these videos, my brain just switches off. Like, I literally said video when I was reading this. There is not a single word that says that there. oh my days, bro. I don't know what's going on. The Austrian brute has seemingly crushed the dream of a free Czechoslovakia. However, the embers of the idea still remain in the hearts of our people. All we must do is fan it to the roaring flame and let it loose to consume our foes. Gets core on all of Slovakia. And off we go. Since I completed that focus, we got to choose a new flag. We didn't get a new name or anything. We just got a new flag and we get to choose it. It's a bit weird. So we're doing option 1. There we go. We're the Republic of Czechoslovakia. The Bohemian Revolution. The time has come. Already reports are pouring in from across the nation of brave patriots seizing land from Prague to Bratislava. The Austrians are dazed and confused, but they will not stay that way. We must strike first and hard if we are to emerge victorious. Zavestisivi a svobodu. Dobdubu. Zavestivi a svobodu. This translates to for victory and freedom. Okay, there we go. I put up Google Translate because government idea constituent of the Austrian Empire has been cancelled and can no longer be fulfilled. Oh look, we got the Czech Republic now. That's what we are. Here we go. And so it was only a matter of time before a joint uprising between the Czechs and the Slovaks commenced against Austria. My bad. So I got one army that's going to go into Slovakia, and I've got another army that's hopefully going to go towards to Vienna. But I got a river to cross, which is a problem. The Bohemian... Oh, we just got divisions spawn in. Oh, look at this. I didn't expect to get a bunch of divisions in Slovakia to rise up. I probably should have. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Anyway, this makes things so much easier. In order for our country to survive, we need to either take Vienna or just survive for like 3 to 4 months. The latter being more doable. However, that didn't stop me from trying to take Vienna. So either we hold or we take Vienna. I think we can take Vienna. Look at this. I think we're going to break through in the north here. That's 93. Then we move down and we get past the river. If we can get past that river, that is a one small step for Czechs, one giant leap for Czechoslovakia. It's huge. We have actually multiple openings here. Let's half there, some there, and the rest just pin. Yeah. No, you come. Don't leave. And you go there. Oh my gosh, the multiple openings are crazy. Things were going really well in the north of Austria. However, this did not help us take Vienna, right? We're still struggling around there. So I was hoping we could try and encircle, but then we couldn't really because we'd just be walking into Hungary at that point. Just as things were going well, I got the Ossig Revolution, which is the German Bohemian uprising just north of Prague, which is a huge problem for my overstretched divisions. I had no idea how I was going to get divisions over there. The German Bohemians from across the ideological spectrum have risen up across hinterlands and the nation, rioting and revolting, their self-determination and seeking aid from both Vienna and Berlin. What is this? Oh my gosh, I gotta deploy them immediately. German Bohemia, this is just this. I was completely unprepared for this and I had no idea this was gonna happen. Thankfully I had like 3 divisions that were ready to be deployed, but like not really trained. They were just there, so I could get them down, but that wouldn't be enough. Well, we'll try and get to Budapest and then we'll leave. What is this? Get over there now. Oh my gosh, they're going to take Prague. Don't take Prague. Not something... Okay, we've encircled those guys. It looks like the divisions weren't insane. But now look at... I mean, look at the effect this is going to have here. This is crazy. We managed to get the German Bohemian uprising under control, but my hopes of taking Vienna were gone, alright? We were just going to hold for like whatever length left it was left. Bro, what? We were just going to hold for however long was left until we would get our independence. There we go. We got 13 guns from that. That's great, isn't it? But that did give Hungary a chance to like recoup. Well, I say it gave Hungary a chance to recoup. It just Austrians were able to take their place. However, it did not impact my ability to take Budapest. And if you guys didn't know, I have like a tiny bit of Slovakian in me, so this makes me very happy. Armistice Day. After rough, grueling grinds on the Danube, Vativa and Lab, blah blah blah, Austria has finally flown the white flag. It is obvious they were not as much of a pushover as they were in 1914, but nevertheless, we beat the odds and forced Vienna to negotiate. Yes, we got Slovakia, unable to force the Czechs into... Yep, this is the event we keep seeing. White peace with the Republic of Czechoslovakia, becomes owner of all that, annexes German Bohemia. Republic... yes. There we go. However, I was not satisfied with these borders. We don't even have Košice or Transcarpathia. I mean, what even is this? Why do we not have Košice? Transcarpathia? It's just our land. The nation we now live in is ironically much like the nation we've left behind. Czechs, Slovaks, all these people and other minorities all live within our borders, and just like in the Empire, they rarely get along. That gives us a lot of buffs. It would be very wise to take 2 dialects of one Czechoslovakia within 6 focuses. Where's that? Oh, we don't have cores on... Here we do. South... What's it talking about? Southwest, I'm tripping. Oh. Yeah, we don't have core on Southwest Czechoslovakia. Wow. The Germans then gave us a proposal that we treated them better, and after their uprising, they squandered their chances of that. I do not want to change anything. If anything, they squandered their chances of any sort of reprisals they may have gotten from me. No change, alright? Not happening. World War II begun, and it was about time that I changed up my divisions. I added some artillery because, you know, what's infantry without artillery, right? Okay, so they're a puppet of the Socialist Republic. So they didn't unify. They did the puppet thing. There we go. 2 dialects, 1 Czechoslovakia, finished. Okay, so they told me to do that focus. Now I can actually focus on other things. Let's build. Okay, back to military factories. I had enough building civs. It sucked. I hated it. But we're going back to military factories. Fortunately, my focus tree is extremely powerful. I can just pull resources out my ass. So pretty much, like, I can just build mills and get away with it because I can just pull resources out of nowhere. It's the next real life day, and I've forgotten where I am up to. I haven't even looked around the world, so let's have a look around the world. We got the American Union state, not even at war with the Pacific, or the Dominion of New England. So it looks like I've never seen the American Union state win, to be honest, so this is interesting. Reichspakt is very big, but Ukraine left the Reichspakt, so that's very interesting. They're probably going to join the 4th International. As I mentioned before, I still want more land off Hungary, so I figured out how to declare war on them again. Create faction. We can create our own faction. So we have to go here and then do Czechoslovakia's debut, or we can do neutral. We're not being neutral, screw that, man. I wanted to create my own faction as well. I didn't want to join the Reichspakt or the Entente because that's just too boring, alright? I gotta be my own force in the world. We also still have Black Monday, which we should have gotten rid of by now in 1940. I don't know why I still have it. You know, I've kind of noticed that I always cut myself off at the end of the audio every time I record it, like an audio clip. I'm gonna keep it in though, it's fine. Gosh, and then we can remove Black Monday and Slovak uncertainty. Prezova's got no supply. I might have to build a whole new supply hub, like, in Prezov itself. Is there any reorganized railway system? Please, 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 please. Yes. Good, okay, that will be built in 18th of May. That's really cool. That's less than a month. Perfect. I'm so glad they added the decision to rebuild the railway system. The supply would not get built without it. I would not be bothered building supply, but thankfully it takes less than a month when you prepare for it. The Mongol horde rides once more. Oh my gosh. Genghis Khan 2. Look at the lore on this guy. Look how big that text is. Oh my days. I was ready to get my war goal on Hungary, but I didn't want to declare war just yet. They're still at war with Ilria, and if I can leave that going for as long as possible, they would get weaker. There we go. Czechoslovakia's debut is finished. So now we have all these ideas. We can forge alliances now as well. I kind of want to get the Hungary war goal. Dude, I think we can get it now. All right, I'm going to do it. Hungary is very bitter when it comes to the loss of Slovakia. It spits in their face of their greater Hungarian delusion, so we must stomp their nationalist love before they become too powerful. The question of the Western Slav. The triumph of Czechoslovakianism, our success has inspired those oppressed. Okay, I'm not reading all this, man. Whoa. It seems our Czechoslovakianism has turned into just support for all of the West Slavs. So now we have clause on Poland and East Germany, which is pretty crazy. The other options were to just revoke the claims, which obviously I wasn't going to do because I don't care about upsetting Germany. Okay, so we have the core territory now, but I'm not going to do anything about it. Right, I'm busy right now, okay? We have other issues. I'd rather forge alliances, right? You can even join the Reichspakt, but... Oh, I don't know, man. I'd have to go to war with the Third International and probably the Fourth International, which is probably the general direction we're going anyway. I don't know. But if we get this, we get cause on all of the pan-Slavist ideas. Conquer Galicia. But we'll get Galicia if we take out Austria. Take Poland, Ukraine, overlordship over Minsk, and then Russia. That's like attacking Germany and the Fourth International. I started the focus to create our little Entente faction, and straight after that I got a very interesting event. I got a socialist or syndicalist coup, and this could change the course of the game for me, and I didn't know what to do. Syndicalist attempts a Marxist counter-coup. This guy, government troops and loyalist militias storm the capital and retake control. Now, creating a West Slavic Workers' Union was very tempting to me. I almost did it, but I decided that was another video, okay? Okay, we're negotiating a Little Entente. Have we done it? We have our own faction, Little Entente. There we are. Now we have decisions. Whoa. Proclaim the West Slavic Union. We need Warsaw and Krakow to do that. Invite the Italian Federation. Now, unfortunately, it appears that the only country we can invite into our faction is the one losing the Italian Civil War, the Republic, and they're losing it pretty badly, so that's a hard no for me. Now, I continued down my focus tree, and as I did, I found these two focuses that gave me attack and defense bonuses against Austria and Hungary separately. Now, this was huge, and I knew when the perfect moment would be to attack Hungary, and that was when I got these bonuses. It is 1941, January 1st, 3 a.m. Right? This is a surprise attack. They don't see this coming, alright? This is unforeseen. Alright, it is time to declare war on Hungary. I know we don't have the bonus yet. We'll get it in a few days. I'm sure it's fine. We got the autosave, so if it goes wrong, I know we can always just pull back and it'll be fine. Let's go. We don't have any allies, so declare war on Hungary. Perfect. Now, Galicia should be okay, hopefully. Or we take that supply hub in Eger. Yeah, no, that's better. We take the supply hub. No, that way. My initial plan was to take that supply hub and then follow the railway down to Budapest, and it worked like a charm. Okay, we got there. Now let's go down. And we got to build the supply. I gotta be... Oh, I'm being so cautious, but we have to. I'm gonna leave. Okay, we're taking Budapest. I didn't have any plans from here on in. I didn't really think this far ahead. I just assumed that they would collapse and I'd just have a free run into Hungary and they would capitulate. But no, they managed to get divisions surrounding Hungary. I mean, Budapest. What am I talking about? I'm too focused to actually have any good commentary. So, post-commentary me, thank you for your service. You are forever in my debt, okay? Anyway, I was pushing into Hungary at this point and I wanted to try to take their next capital, Pécs, but no, that was too hard. So I just kind of followed the river and definitely didn't overextend myself at all. Slight overextension issue. Just a slight... Oh my gosh, they got out of there just in time. Yeah, just a slight issue with overextending there. Nothing to worry about, don't worry guys. I had managed to stabilize this push into Hungary. However, then I decided pushing into Austria would be a better idea, since capitulating Hungary didn't really do much, as Austria was the only major. I made the same breakthrough as I did in the last war, except this time it was going a lot better. I broke through with more troops and I pulled off a couple of encirclements, especially in this eloquently named town. Come on, Vienna is ours. Vienna is ours. Dude, Austria's done. No, they're not, actually. Look at, they're encircled here. We're going to take Bozen and all this. They're going to be done. There we go. Encirclement here. And hopefully the capture of this city. What is this? I was too focused on Austria, and I may have lost concentration in Hungary, and some tanks may have supposedly got encircled. Last stand. We saved him. Perfect. Germany launched their invasion of the Fourth International, and just when they did that, I had capitulated Austria. There it is. Okay, Switzerland is easy. I'm not occupying that. Liberate the Swiss lands. There we go. We had a Swiss puppet. I think occupying them makes the map look cooler as well. So we're going to go military occupation of Austria. I decided to keep Austria because we have a core on German West Hungary, which is like, would be really weird if we liberated Austria. So I occupied them and then I released a minor Hungary. Or no, I released a major Hungary, but I kept all of the Slovakian lands. Little Entente. We're not so little anymore, okay? We're big. So now we should have cores on a lot of places. If we look at our cores and claims, yeah, look at this. We just expand east. So maybe we help the Russians. Ukraine aren't in a faction. We could just take them on head to head. 120, 78. Oh my gosh, they're strong, man. Ukraine was still not in the 4th International, so I wanted to take my opportunity. I was going to 1v1 Ukraine, hopefully things would go well. Follow the railway up, go to Belarus, cut off the portion of the Ukrainian army, will be stranded here. Full of Moscow. Ooh, see, this is a problem. They lost Vladivostok and everything. The plan was to attack Ukraine, but then I saw something that changed my plan again. We have cores. We can start justifying on Romania. There's so many things we could be doing. Oh, a peace deal between Germany and the Russian Soviet Socialist Republic. Oh, they didn't even get much land. They just got like, well, Ruthenia got a little bit more, but okay. The Vilnius Accords. There we go, justification is finished. So next year, we will declare war on Romania. And this should not be hard at all. Like, I don't think I even need air. I made very quick progress into Romania, and it did not take very long for me to capitulate them. Almost all done. Who's the major? They're both majors, okay. Wait. Okay, Romania's done. Now it's just Serbia and Bulgaria. I forgot Bulgaria, that's another one. It was time for another election, apparently, so I chose the same guys, because I didn't have a reason not to, but it turns out that would be a mistake. I wish I had known that this would be a mistake, but don't worry, I go back and I fix it, but you'll find out, it doesn't matter. Good. Alright, now how are we going to go about this peace deal? Now we have me, Ilria, Slovene Republic, no, Swiss Confederation, and Hungary. How are we going about this? Okay, so I'm going to start with whatever I want. Alright, let's see how this works out. I turned Bulgaria into a puppet, and then I divided Romania between Wallonia and Moldovia, something like that, I don't know, and then I just kept the rest, alright? It wasn't that big a peace deal, and then I gave Ilria Serbia, and they created a Serbian puppet. With the Belgrade Pact out my way, Ukraine was next on my hit list, and I was expecting this to be a bit more of a challenge than the Belgrade Pact was. No, let's not call allies. I don't want to make that too painful. So they're going to attack us, but we do attack here first. I purposely didn't call Moldavia in because this would make the encirclement less impactful, so I wanted my tanks to go all the way through to Belarus, effectively cutting their army in half. Yes, perfect. Alright, all of my red army, get over here. Alright, and then the rest of the purple army can chill that way. This is perfect. That was exactly what I wanted. Exactly. So now, how many divisions do you reckon this is? That's so many. That will even the playing field, because they had more divisions than us. Like, let's just say that's what? Let's just say that's 120 or something. We have 112, so things will be good. Perfect. Italy is whole again. Whoa, Italian Confederation. So they did unite it. Yeah, these guys we can't invite to our faction. That's a shame. Would it be nice, actually? Surely. Come on, let's improve relations. Yeah, say hello to these guys. 474. That was 450,000 pretty much. After pulling off another smallish encirclement, Ukraine was open, and I just started walking in pretty freely. Okay, here we are. It's 1943, and I'm changing my flag again. We're going back to option 1, alright? It's so useful when I'm looking at this, because then I can easily see if we have a core on it or not. Like, we have no core on this, but we have a core on this. But to be fair, I could just probably click the cores and claims map mode. That would be way better. So I'm glad I did release Moldovia like this. This was cool. What is this? This is a core, right? Why is Kosovo not a core, man? Slovakia has it as a core, but not us? That doesn't make any sense. And then obviously none of Austria is a core. But we had cores on this, so it's only fair that I just annex all of Austria, right? You know, I'll do a trade. They give us Poland, and I'll give them Austria. The only city we need to control now is Warsaw to form the West Slavic Federation, and I came up with a proposal for Germany, right? If Germany was a player, look how good this proposal. They give us Poland, and we give them Austria, right? They give us Poland, we give them Austria. That's like a fair deal, because the Austrians are closer to Germans, and Poles are closer to the Slovaks and West Slavic peoples. So wouldn't that be such a good trade? The war in Ukraine is coming to an end, but before it did, I wanted to get a war goal on Russia, right? We're just going to keep going east. Keep going east until we can't no more, right? The last obstacle towards Slavic unification, yet one of the most stubborn holdouts of nationalists that rejects joining us simply because Moscow will not be its center. This petty resistance will be crushed. Gains annex war goal against Russia. Now, how far into Russia do we get these cores? No, not into Russia at all. It literally ends at Ukraine. But, you know, it would be cool to have Russia, so... There we go. And... No. But we did do choke the bear, so I do now have a war goal on Russia. We can also get a war goal on France. And I don't know what this is. Annex war goal on Togoland. Isn't that here? Why? Yes. The West Slavic people of Togoland in West Africa. Yep, that's it. Jokes aside, we capitulated Ukraine, and I annexed all of it because we have a core on every state in the country. Next on the hit list was, of course, Russia, and I noticed there was a huge stockpile of divisions in Rostov, so it's very interesting for me to see, and I came up with a plan. I apologize for the sound of my computer. It's been a long game, alright? Yeah, we're calling our allies. So they'll put them at war against, all of us and Hungary and... Okay, please don't start attacking me. No, they don't. Oh. Now, encircling Rostov here is a big opportunity. I can't forget that Russia is currently fighting a war against Mongolia right now. The Mongolian Empire, you know, Genghis Khan too, remember him? Yeah, they're at war with Russia, so it's actually going to be pretty easy, hopefully. Perfect, there's the encirclement. Alright, now we start marching forwards. All of the troops, how many dudes are there? There's so many, man. Wait, casualties before? So, 970. Right, casualties before 970. They're also fighting Mongolia. I just realized. Perfect, there we go. Alright, all these tank divisions, yep, they got the point. That was the last of the fancy encirclements. I just wanted to go straight to Moscow and St. Petersburg because that was what would make them capitulate. Come on, man. Bruh. Dude, what? I'm on a supply. Yeah, I see the reason. Why is there no connection? Come on. 53. I think by the time we get to Petrograd, they're going to be like 80 or something. Then we win. We'll be fine. Too easy. Don't even have to use my whole army, man. So something so satisfying about just like not even using your whole army. Like I still have 83 divisions just here, just chilling, right? So if anyone tries something, they're all here, right? And then just still beating Russia. Like they ain't got nothing on me, man. Is that the end of Russia? 98. Okay, well, these two will be the end of Russia. We'll take these two. Russia was doing its normal thing and just not capitulating, but eventually they did, and I had to split the peace deal between me and Mongolia. I try to make it fair. So look at that. That's like Kazakhstan, right? That's the outline of Kazakhstan? Oh, God. I'm trying to find Kazakhstan. That looks good. They get that. Any more land? Okay, and I get the rest, I think. Yeah, I get the rest, 100%. And I get the navy. Perfect. Can't go wrong. Liberate Russia with all our lands. Military. We're going to liberate Russia with core. So they're going to get Moscow, Petrograd. But it's going to be allied to us. Oh, look at that lag. There we go. Oh, we get all of that. That's so cool. Okay, there we go. We got the Russian Republic over here. However, there was still more to the peace deal. I ended up liberating the mountainous Republic of something Stan and the Don Cuban people, so they exist now in our faction. No, I think that's everything. Except return Russian lands. Yes, return the land to them. Okay, so that was just that. That was just that little bit there. Perfect. Alright, that's perfect. There we go. There's the peace deal that we have. The Alash Order, which is a Mongolian thing. So if I look at the factions here, look at this! Hey! Now, obviously, we have another enemy in the Reichspakt. What are we going to do about that? Who are they? Well, they're still at war with France. They're still fighting. I'm not going to declare war until maybe... I don't know. We'll see. Look at this divide of Europe right here. It looks insane. Anyway, I wasn't interested in Far East because we're doing a West Slavic Union. I don't think anyone in the Far East identifies as Slavic. And obviously, Poland is something that we want. So I guess we're going to go to war with Germany last. We're going to chuck the engine up though. 7 kilometers an hour. That's better. Maybe a bit more. Yes. The reliability is... Actually, we can just chuck these up. The reliability, yeah, 80% reliability. 7.1. Look at that, man. These are like tank destroyers and welded armor. No one is stopping that tank. That is a tank and a half, man. The war between the Third International and France had been very uneventful. I don't think a single province had been changed. So I'm waiting until something happens before I jump in on Germany. It's all in the Reichspakt. We have a big Reichspakt front now, but I don't have to call Russia in. That's the thing. Remember when I said choosing the same political party was a mistake? And you're going to see why? Well, you're about to see why right now. There's a focus I can't do unless I'm a specific ideology, and I didn't see this far into the future. I don't read through the focus tree before I do it. Anyway, I may have used a slight command to just change my party, okay? It's not a big deal. I just wanted to do this focus. Oh! I think I've added a bit too. Okay, we've changed leader. Oh, we've got Edward Benesh. Here he is. Okay. Everything is fine. Okay. Why does it say National Socialism? Anyway, doesn't matter. This unlocks this. We can now do the Polish-Czechoslovak Federation. Two brother nations that have been eyed, oppressed, and stolen for centuries. By uniting our cause, we shall ensure this trope is destroyed and never again continued. There we go. That's literally it. I don't know why this is locked behind a specific party. It's a bit ridiculous. It should not be. I don't know why we have to be Benesh to do it, but it doesn't matter, okay? We're getting it done. Okay, we've completed the Polish-Czech Federation. So now we have... Oh, we can propose it. The Republic of Poland needs to be fully independent. Whoa, we can do the Polish-Czechoslovak Federation, or we could do the West Slavic Union. Oh, so it's like two separate things. So we do that, and then we can do West Slavic Union, I think. That would be so much better. Unfortunately, Poland is not independent, so we're going to have to invade instead of proposing a federation. It's fine, we'll just do the West Slavic Union instead. I just wanted to see what it did. What is going on here? Holy. Has the Entente disappeared? Why is the Entente still around? United Kingdom and Canada has taken that. But now there's no more France. The French have disappeared. Okay. Before I declared war on Germany, I noticed something very interesting with Illyria. Just something very, very interesting. Have a look at this. Germany's got volunteers from Illyria. Guys, this changes everything. Germany has volunteers from Illyria. That doesn't look good for your resume, Illyria, to be my neighbor. That's very interesting. That's really, really interesting, actually. Oh, your future is a bit uncertain, I'm afraid. This is disastrous, okay? Illyria we got to deal with. I'm not having Illyrian volunteers interfere with my war in Germany. And my cat visited my window. My cat is outside my window. Hello, cat. How are you? Meow. Dude, they're going through Petrograd. And then sailing around. Oh my gosh, they have to though. Oh, okay, finally, okay. We have finished our war goal against Illyria because they are supporting the Germans. They're not guaranteed by anyone? No. They're friends with the Germans. We can't have that, alright? We cannot have that. They're going to get annihilated by us. Yeah, they're going to get absolutely destroyed by us. So let's go, let's declare war, call allies. And I would be right. It did not take long for them to capitulate, and I wanted to do something cool for the peace deal. I tried making like a Yugoslavia. Liberate Yugoslavia, right? How good would that be? Yeah, just liberate Yugoslavia. Perfect. Fate of Albania. Restore an autonomous Albania, and then we'll just give the rest to Yugoslavia. Unfortunately, the war between France and Germany did not go my way, and Germany started pushing into France, so I had to act very soon. The fall of Paris. There it is. Okay, they're zooming through now. And then it will be, what will be left? I don't know what Britain are going to do. The Entente are barely hanging on. It's pretty funny how Slovenia started justifying on us. Like, okay, they're not going to do anything. If they declare war on us, they're going to get crushed immediately. I guess it's just free land. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if Britain are going to go peace with honor or what. A second peace with honor. So that's what they did. Okay. Treaty of London. So now they're at peace, but they're still at war against America and the Entente. Which is so weird. I had been waiting for way too long, alright? I didn't want to jump in when they were still at war with France because I felt like that was kind of cheating, alright? I want a big showdown. So now they're at peace with Britain, I will have the opportunity to go to war with Germany for the conquest of Europe, except for Britain, except that part. Russia, you can hold your own, hopefully. Oh, okay, the Slovenes. These guys decided it was a good idea to declare war on us. I gave Slovenia to Yugoslavia, and then I was ready to declare war on Germany. It's January 1946. Europe is divided into a northwestern and southeastern bloc between the Little Entente and the Reichspakt. The air was still. Finally, Europe had no longer been at war except for Greece and Turkey, and that little bit, that doesn't count. But it would only erupt again when the two largest factions would collide, the Reichspakt and the Little Entente. Russian boots march west into Germany. Yeah, something like that. Oh, that's not looking good. Into Ukraine there. I might have to beef up the Belarusian front. Our first target and our whole reason for declaring this war was Warsaw. I wanted to form the West Slavic Union, and Warsaw we needed to control, so I beelined straight for it with my tanks. Another reason I chose to push here was to sever Germany from her puppets. If I could cut it off all the way to Königsberg or whatever, I don't even know how to say that place, East Prussia, alright? If I could go all the way up to the Baltic Sea from there, I would expose the eastern puppets from Germany. They'd be very weak without German support. Here we go. We're about to take Warsaw, the full of Warsaw. Done. Okay. Now, I should be able to proclaim... Why can't I do it? Owns Warsaw. Yes, we do. Oh, we have to own the state. I would be wrong again. It says own Warsaw, meaning that I would only get it after the peace deal. So after the peace deal and I select the state, then I could do the decision, not just if I control the state or the city just normally. More of Warsaw. We need the whole thing? Okay, Poland just capitulated. Look at the land we got here. Wait. If we quickly do that, surely that'll be an encirclement. We need to own it, not control it. I just realized that's different. That means different things. Oh, it means because at the end of the peace deal, you own it. You don't, but right now we just control it. I just realized. Okay, can we go around and get to Danzig? I got really lucky with the capitulation of Poland there. I mean, that was just like, look at this encirclement I managed to pull off because of that. That's a good encirclement. I'm proud of that one. That kind of held. That was good with the way Poland capitulated there. That was really good. I don't know what's happening in the front line. Don't ask me to try and decipher how the front line is. I'm just holding against Germany, and then this is just a mess. All right. I don't know what the front line is doing. Oh yeah. Look at all these Belarusian divisions are gone, man. Unfortunately, there was a bit of land that I forgot about, and if you can think of it right now, I'd be proud of you because I would have not remembered. Oh, Crimea! Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, we need to get these guys here immediately. I completely forgot about Crimea. Thank God we have puppets to attempt to contain it. That is... How did I forget about that? Anyway, I'd finally done it. I'd cut the puppets off from Germany, so now they were pretty isolated and I just went ham. I just went straight in there, you know? Just the Field Marshal attack line and I'll just go. Let's go. We're going to Riga. At this same time, Germany had pushed into Bohemia a bit, and they were kind of like outside Prague. I was getting a bit nervous. There we go, taking Minsk. Is Belarus close to capitulation? Oh, we'll find out. I can't be bothered looking. Yep, they capitulated. Easy. Look at this. This is such a mess, man. What is this? What is going on here, man? What is it? What am I looking at? I'm sure Russia will deal with it. Russia, you deal with it. I know what I'm looking at here, though, and I'm looking at a beautiful encirclement. They all were capitulating one by one until I eventually kicked every single division out into the Baltic Sea. Reval is ours. That should be the end of the Baltics. Yep, okay. Now, it's just, what is this? Like, why is this a American Union state land? Request land. Oh, we're gonna get military access. There we go. So we'll stop making front lines with their annoying... Oh, so annoying. After I cleaned all that up, I turned my attention towards Germany, and, you know, I mean, there's no other direction I could go. Where else am I going to turn my attention? Maybe Finland? No, it's Germany. Hey, some encirclements already. For some reason, these encircled divisions in Danzig just wouldn't fall. I literally, like, surrounded them. They've got nothing. I don't know why they're still around. Trying to take it. Okay, they're about to die. Good, let's go. Get to the German line, please. By the time I took those divisions from Danzig, I looked over at my army for the first time in a while, and they had already gone into West Germany. It's crazy, like about to take Munich and Berlin. Oh, we took Munich. The impenetrable city we've taken. All right, it's good. And there we go. Okay. This has got to be the end. It's, how far are they? They're not even, they're like 60%, bro. Hamburg, the Hamburg encirclement, that's what we're talking about. It wasn't too long before the Reichspakt collapsed and then Germany eventually capitulated. Let's begin with everything I want to take. So, all of Poland. We have cores all here. Yeah. So I'm going to take all of my cores. Is this a core? It took me a while to get the peace deal done because I had to check which states we had cores on. It was all of Poland, all of East Germany, I think all of Belarusia. And yeah, that was it. The American Union state is involved. Oh, they can get like Mexico. Yeah. American Union state, you get Mexico. Russia, obviously, we're going to give them Murmansk, all of East Karelia, all of this area, Karelia, this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. Do they get more? Oh no, they obviously get this. What about the Baltics? They don't have as a core though. Does look like this, and it's a bit weird, but now we can do the button. The button I've been wanting to do this whole time. Proclaim the West... Bro, I can't talk. Return Russian lands. I'll get to that. Proclaim the West Slavic Union. Boom. There it is. Look at the flag. Zapodoslovansky Svaz. I ended up creating a few puppets. Finland, Germany, and some other stuff. I think the Baltics as well. I think I released the Baltics independently, like Finland, Estonia, and Lithuania. In the meantime, I was invading France and eventually capitulated them, except I didn't want to liberate just a normal France. I decided to disunite them, because, you know, it's fun. Normandy, France, Britannia, and Occitania. That's so hilarious. And Corsica, we will hand it over to the French allies. So yeah, that's France as well. Sweden was our final enemy, and of course they capitulated. I wanted to make the world look kinda realistic after this big war, so I spent 10 or so minutes using the state transfer tool to do this. And this is how it turned out. I think the map looks really cool like this. You can see Mongolia is very strong, Russia has been granted independence because they fought very hard in that big war. There's a new faction with the Socialist America and also Britain and with other communists in South America. However, countries in Central Europe like Hungary, Yugoslavia, and the Baltics are still under my control. Unfortunately, some factions disappeared when I made peace. Like, just imagine the Cairo axis is like all of North Africa, okay? Just pretend. And also there's the Eastern Socialists in like East India. That's also a thing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one.